in Florida. But really, all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Hurry!
The drive starts with a run by White. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
And the mantra of this unit, get to the football. Fly to the ball carrier. And you know how you can tell that they do it really well? At the end of each play, when you click off the frame, count the number of guys that are around the ball carrier. It's always 7, 8, 9 guys. They get to them each and every play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Opting to run again here with White. But he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Baker going to change it up. And Mayfield just getting the play off. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. The Bucs at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
King! Hey, alert 33. What's that?
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They go play action. Mayfield. And a big one. across here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
To throw, Mayfield. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
On the double.
Taylor. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Here we go, set.
Play action, now Taylor. That's out to the flat for Akers. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Taylor will throw again. Akers back-to-back catches. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I keep pressing it downfield.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall, let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, Brent.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Taylor now off the bootleg.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Good, 52.
Now Taylor. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Down.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Yep, run. Ready.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Another example right there of how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 alert. Watch, watch.
They'll go up the middle with White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Point it right. Watch out.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Watch out.
On 3rd down, Mayfield looks for White, but it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Ready.
After the interception, here's Taylor. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They stay on the ground with White to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Mayfield on play action. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing, Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, a design run for their wideout. Ooh, with a juke. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
First down, here's White. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now 2nd and 5. Mayfield going to switch things up here. 2nd and 5. Swings this out for Hunt. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Taylor. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Third and long, it's Taylor. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
Fielded at about the 28. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. That's out wide for Palmer.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Baker changing the play at the line.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And a catch right side by Evans. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Oh, how about this on first and goal? I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Second and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Now Mayfield. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So illegal touching, Charles. If you set foot out of bounds as a receiver, you can't be the first to touch it.
You nailed it on that one. You've got to be mindful of the sideline.
Now Mayfield on third and goal. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This taken in right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second.
And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll get 34 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Taylor.
Addison hauls it in.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Taylor. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I've played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down.
Here we go.
But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
They'll run for it with Akers. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down.
He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the 1st down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Taylor.
Pass complete to Addison.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Taylor to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
Let's go now. Check pink. Cut.
The give running right is Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cam Akers with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
A run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play fake. Mayfield. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Marcus Davenport. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and 19.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's that?
Here's Mayfield. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Now we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Smith, ready. Ready, ready.
They'll go again here with Akers. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Tampa. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Ready?
Now it's Taylor.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Let's go.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Taylor.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Baker going to change it up. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Mayfield. And he rifles one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, alert 33. Real. Not.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Up. What's up?
White. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, the big play prior to this one got them down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ready?
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Watch out now. Safety series.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Ready.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now Taylor. Finds his tight end Oliver here out right. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Akers is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Akers.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Vikings 27, Buccaneers 17.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Mayfield finds White, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield.
He finds his target. It's Evans.
And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he'll get this up past the 40. Mayfield. Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. Here comes 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7.
Mayfield going to switch things up here.
At their 48-yard line.
Here's Baker. That's complete to Palmer.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
To number 89. Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here now, 3rd down.
Mayfield.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Here's Mayfield. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know what?
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Minnesota, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves